For as long as humanity has existed, our lives have been dictated by a single, powerful celestial constant, the sun. It rises and sets, painting the sky with the colors of dawn and dusk, and in its absence, the world falls into a cool, dark silence. The rhythm of our days and nights is so ingrained in our biology, our culture, and our very consciousness that we cannot imagine a world without it. The moon and the stars, the cold of the night, these are as much a part of our identity as the warmth and light of the day. But what if that cosmic rhythm was broken? What if, in a single, fundamental change to our solar system, a second sun appeared in the sky, a twin star to our own, creating a world of eternal light? This is not a story of a scientific fantasy. This is a journey into a new reality, one where the sky is never truly dark, where the concepts of day and night are replaced by a continuous, relentless period of light. It's a look at a world of profound and terrifying consequences, where the very biology of our planet is rewritten, and where humanity must find a new way to live under the unblinking gaze of two celestial giants. This is a story of a world transformed, a world of living under eternal light, a world that is both a paradise and a prison. The immediate chaos, the first 48 hours of the new reality, the moment a second sun appears in the sky, the world would not explode. It would simply get very, very hot. The initial reaction would be awe, followed by a profound and overwhelming sense of panic. The new sun, depending on its size and proximity, would have an immediate and catastrophic impact on our planet. The first and most immediate change would be the climate. With two suns shining on the Earth, the average global temperature would skyrocket. The polar ice caps, which have been a source of global anxiety for centuries, would melt in a matter of days. The sea levels would rise at an unprecedented rate, and the world's coastlines would be submerged in a deluge of water. The world would become a place of extreme heat, with temperatures reaching an unbearable level in the equatorial regions. The delicate balance of our climate, which has been perfected over billions of years, would be shattered in an instant. But the most profound change would be the loss of the night. The concept of a true, dark night would become a thing of the past. The two suns would be in a constant dance, with one setting as the other rises, or with both in the sky at the same time. The world would be a place of perpetual twilight, a place where the stars are never truly visible, and where the moon is nothing more than a faint ghost in the sky. The loss of the night would have a profound impact on every living thing on the planet. The long-term consequences, the world of two suns, the initial shock of the eternal light would give way to a slow, grinding process of adaptation. The world would not become a better or a worse place, but a different one, with a new set of rules and a new kind of social structure. Human adaptation and society, humanity would have to adapt to a world without night. Our biological clocks, which are so tied to the sun's rhythm, would be completely disrupted. Insomnia would become a global epidemic, and the world would be a place of profound mental and physical fatigue. To survive, we would have to adapt. Our bodies would begin to change, with our skin becoming darker to protect us from the increased radiation. Our eyes would evolve to see in the constant light, and our sleep patterns would be completely re-engineered. We would become a species of two realities, a species of two suns. Our cities would have to be completely redesigned. The concept of an outdoor city would be a thing of the past. Our cities would have to be built underground, in deep caverns, or in subterranean tunnels. The world would become a place of a new kind of living, a new kind of society, one that is built on the principles of survival and resilience. The surface of the planet would become a dangerous and inhospitable place, a place of extreme heat and a new kind of ecosystem. The new ecosystems, the ecosystems of a world with two suns, would be fundamentally changed. The polar regions, which have been a place of ice and snow for millennia, would be a place of water and heat. The world's oceans would become a place of extreme heat, and the coral reefs, which are so sensitive to temperature changes, would die in a matter of weeks. The delicate balance of our oceans would be shattered, and the marine life would have to adapt to a new and terrifying reality. The world's deserts would expand, and the jungles would become a place of incredible, almost impossible growth. Plants, with two sources of light, would grow at an accelerated rate, and the world would be a place of a new kind of vegetation, a new kind of life. The animals, which have been so reliant on the rhythm of day and night, would have to find a new way to live. The nocturnal animals would have to find a new way to hunt, and the diurnal animals would have to find a new way to rest. The world would be a place of a new kind of ecosystem, one that is defined by the constant light. Culture, art, and religion. The culture, art, and religion of a world with two suns would be fundamentally changed. The concept of the moon and the stars would be a thing of the past. The art and literature of a world with one sun would be a relic of a bygone era. The world would be a place of a new kind of art, a new kind of literature, and a new kind of culture. A new kind of religion would emerge, one that worships the two suns. The suns would be seen as a new kind of deity, a new kind of divine presence. The world would be a place of a new kind of spiritual devotion, one that is based on a new kind of God. The world would be a place of a new kind of human, one that is defined by its ability to adapt to a new and terrifying reality. The philosophical and psychological impact. The greatest impact of a world with two suns would not be physical or political, it would be philosophical. The human spirit, which has always been defined by its ability to find meaning in the rhythm of life, would have to find a new way to live. The loss of the night would be a profound and terrifying one. The night has always been a place of introspection, a place of contemplation, a place of rest. In a world with no night, there would be no rest. The world would be a place of eternal wakefulness, a place of a new kind of mental and physical fatigue. The human spirit, which has always been so reliant on the rhythm of life, would have to find a new way to live. The loss of the stars would be a new kind of loss. The stars have always been a source of wonder, a source of inspiration, a source of hope. In a world with no stars, there would be no wonder, no inspiration, no hope. The world would be a place of a new kind of spiritual devotion, one that is based on a new kind of God. The world would be a place of a new kind of human, one that is defined by its ability to adapt to a new and terrifying reality. If you had two suns, what would you name them, and what kind of story would you tell about them? Do you think humanity would become happier in a world of eternal light, or would we be forced to live in a new kind of hell? Would a world with two suns be more or less likely to develop advanced space travel, given the abundance of energy? This timeline is a terrifying reminder that our world is a delicate balance of physics and biology. It is a story of a human race that has to learn to survive without the very thing that made it great. It is a world where the past is not a memory, but a future. If you want to keep exploring the what ifs and see how our world could be different, make sure to like this video, subscribe to Timeline Shift, and get ready for our next adventure.